Here I am. Actually stopped at an institution. The wind, got the sun cream out. I've got my felt looking shoes, my schooner, and I said I'd meet in about 10, so I'll stop for some breakfast and So here I am at the Eland River Siege Museum and Peet, Corsia. Look at the yeah, let's start. This is Peet. Do you get many Australians come out here, Peet?
Yes, I was privileged to have. We had the previous. I had two commissioners here, high commissioners. One was David Hallett. The last one was Peter Gamas.
Right.
And then I met a new one. She's a Tehran girl, and she promised me she'll come out. And
what about tourists, Australian tourists?
Not many.
Come on, guys, get on board.
In the year 2000, we had the anniversary year.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of Australians here, and we put up some beautiful monuments here.
Wow.
And but I'll show you a plaque that was made by Dr. Ron Bastian. I usually start here. How much knowledge do you have about Elands River?
Basic.
Yeah. Okay. What I do, I'll give you background and give you my tokens. So you listen. I'll speak. What we're gonna do is from here, I'm gonna take you to our little humble museum. We call it the Elands River Museum. Then we're gonna go downwards to your place, but we're gonna walk. We're gonna stop a little bit downhill. I'm gonna show you a copy. Then we're gonna go up that copy there for a reason. But before we go up that copy, I'm gonna show you the watering point where they've got their water. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna stop here. And I'm gonna show you the South African Constabulary post that was built here in December 1900 by Lord Baden-Powell. Then from here, I'll take you to the cemetery site. I'm going to show you some monuments there, the campsite. I'm going to show you one of the dugouts, and I'm going to show you the graves. But I must say to you, it has been vandalized there. We suffer. Last night, the Lichtenberg Museum was burnt out.
Yeah.
Good. So let me start with my basic. Now get to this now. After the siege of Mafeking, you've been at Mafeking now. It ended on the 17th of May. Lord Baden-Powell moved eastward with a column. He had with him Colonel Hubbard Plumer, but the main man was Baden-Powell. He's the main man, with the intention of occupying the town of Rustenburg. Now, on his way, he established supply depots, supply posts. He established one at Zeerust, and he established one here at Elands River. You will see the site today. And the reason for that being, the garrison at Rustenburg had to be supplied. And it was done by ox wagon. But the stretch from Mafeking to Rustenburg is too long for an ox wagon. So the supplies were brought to Zeerust, and then the wagons go back. From Zeerust it was brought here, and then Rustenburg would send their wagons, come and fill up here and go back. Good. There was a build up here at the end of the siege. Lasted from the 4th to the 16th August 1900. At the end of July, there was a build-up here in that time's money of 100,000 pounds of stock. Supplies. Now, there is a saying that There are historians that say that General de Rey attacked the post because of the supplies. I have General de Rey's memoirs at home, not the original, a copy thereof. He never mentioned that fact in his memoir.
Okay.
All he says, I am going to attack Hoor. That's it. Tomorrow I'm going to attack Hoor. Good. The garrison here, I'll have my book. I told you I wrote a book. I brought a copy here. You wanted a copy.
Yes.
The copy is there.
Yes.
Everything is in the book. The breakdown of the force, the graves is a beauty. I must say, in all humility, it's a beautiful book. And it's in color and glossy paper.
Beautiful.
So you can take it back with you.
Get you to sign it, please.
I will sign it for you.
Okay.
So the garrison here at the end of July, before the siege, were about 505 men. About half Rhodesians, half Australians.
Yeah.
Apart from that, they had about 120 black guys with them in their employ. And they had about 30 Boers refugees here. These Boers were not Boers that were caught on the farms. Those are Boers, we call them in Afrikaans oorlopers. They walked over to the British.
Sure.
And they joined the British. So they had the garrison, Rhodesians, Australians, 120 blacks, and they had 1,540 animals here. Mules, oxen and horses. Good. But they never expected to be attacked. On the night of the 3rd of August 1900, they held a concert here. And if you read in the book, they sang a song, I think from Kipling, Baba, Sheepy, Baba, Black Sheep.
Black Sheep.
Black Sheep, something like that. But it's in the book. You will enjoy the book. And they held a concert.
Yeah.
And I love your, sorry, you can switch off your, I am into that also. That's the Om.
Krishna. Yep.
I'm Om. Are you part Buddhist?
A little bit. I'm open-minded.
Me too. I'm Christian Buddhist, but I have that.
I also have that there.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. I wish I could take that home. Listen to me. Okay. So on the night or evening of the 3rd, they held a camp concert here, and they even said, "No, there's no Boers around." But unknown to them, during the night, General de Rey, General Hermanus Lemmer, Commandant Potgieter, and Commandant Peet Steenkamp were surrounding them in the night. My grandfather was with Commandant Peet Steenkamp.
Wow.
On the morning of the 4th, all hell, let me say this. And these guys were told to dig in.
Yeah.
They did not dig in.
Ah.
I had an Australian general here. And he said to me once, this is where the Australians got their name diggers from, because they dug here. So they didn't dig in.
Question?
Say?
Question?
Yes.
Was the railway line here then?
No.
Okay.
This was built in 1910.
Okay.
And even in those days, there were no trees. The whole country was bare. If you look in Anglo-Boer War photographs, Natal, Free State, Transvaal, the whole country was bare. I think it was a dry cycle. So there were no trees here. Right. So at the morning of the 4th, the Boers opened fire. I'll show you one of their guns. They had some Krupp guns here. And it was terrible. I think on the first day, 1,500 shells fell on the camp. But what the Boers also did was they trained their guns on the animals. And they caused wholesale slaughter. I am an animal lover.
Me too.
Totally animal lover. I love animals. So that caused havoc. So the Boer guys had to sit for the 4th to the 16th with the rotten carcasses.
The smell, yeah.
And the smell, and that makes it
Flies.
worse and flies. So life was hell here. General de Leray was here from the 4th to the 8th. And on the 8th, he wrote in his diary that he saw that he couldn't take the camp without great loss of life. So he took most of his generals and he left a corps here. I will show you on the monument. He left a corps of snipers here and 1 or 2 artillery pieces. So, and then on the 16th, on the 17th, Lord Kitchener came here and he came to the relief. But for his lordship, there's no honor because there were no Boers anymore here. Yeah. The Boers started fading away from the 12th, 13th, 14th,
sure.
and 16th. In the year 2000, we built monuments. This monument we built for the animals. I made contact with a person in Australia, Mr. Nigel Alsop. There's an organization in Australia called AWAMU, Australian War Animals Memorial Organization. So I made contact with him.
It's beautiful.
When we put up this monument, we also put up that wall of remembrance on the back. This thing also pick up sound.
Yes.
Okay, so I can't swear.
You can.
But you can
I can mute.
You can mute this swear word. So then this was not built in the year of the centenary. In the year of the centenary, I did not know Martin at that stage. Me and our historical society in Rustenburg had a big thing at the Eland River site. We built all the monuments there, and we had the Australians here, and we had David Hallett here. So this we put up later for the animals. Then we put up that wall that contains the casualties, the British casualties.
Sure.
I call it British because the Rhodesians and the Australians fought under the British.
Sure.
So let's go there. This contains all the casualties.
Look at these beautiful marble, guys. Wow.
So then we had this wall.
Yeah.
But then I want to show it to you, and I want to brag a little bit. In no publication on the Rhodesian side or on Australian side is there any publication that contains the casualties of the Boers.
No.
So through my research, I managed to locate the casualties of the Boers. And the moment I had it, we added that panel, and we said then add another panel to balance it out. So what we did was we put all the abbreviations on there, because people stand here, they don't know what that, I know what that means, 3rd Queensland Mounted Infantry. So then we put that flank there with abbreviation.
I'm a Victorian.
Victorian.
Yeah, I'm from
Bushman.
Victoria.
There is a Victorian bushman here. Was a Victorian Corporal Norton.
And Roscoe.
And Roscoe.
Wow.
And we also have a first here on the monument. For the first time, we also recorded
The African.
the black.
Yeah.
There were 4 killed. I located the graves of all 4.
Oh.
2 are buried in the cemetery and 2 are buried outside.
Wow. Look at this, guys. It's just spectacular. How beautiful. Marble, is it?
This is marble, yes.
Where are we standing now?
We are about here.
Okay.
This is the road to Rustenburg, to Zeerust. You came from Zeerust side.
Yeah.
Oh, you're standing about here now.
Okay.
But I'll take you inside there, and yes.
Okay.
So I say here, this is in Afrikaans, from the 4th to the 7th August, all these guys were here, and then from the 8th to the 16th, only the Rustenburg and the Wolmaranstad guys were here because the Leray left with most of his generals,
Yeah, yeah.
and to do some business in the Western Transvaal.
And these are the commando, and that's there from Rustenburg or Lichtenberg.
This is my grandfather fought with this guy.
Oh, nice.
So, have you any family that fought here?
No, not that I know of. No.
Not that you know of. Yes.
No. But you know, we celebrate Gallipoli, but some people say that this is just as important as Gallipoli.
I'm happy that you say we are fortunate that we are invited every year, me and Martin and the Reverend Botha, to the Anzac.
Yes.
Last year at the Anzac in Australian Embassy. Last year it was at Freedom Park. So I'm very very honored to be able to participate in that also. This is the Boer casualties. With the Boers, this is a German guy.
Huh.
He was wounded. He was cut open by a British shell piece on that day, and he died a month later. Captain Alfred von Kessler. He was a artillery officer from Europe.
Yeah.
But he was with Captain Otto von Losberg. Now, Captain Otto von Losberg was here at Elands River. He was in charge of De La Rey's artillery. And he was a highly trained artillery officer. When he met up with De La Rey, I mean, there was instant friendship, and De La Rey made the wise decision and says, make this guy head of my artillery. This, I want to, if I can tell you quickly a story about Adjutant Basson. He's from the State Artillery. ZAR means Zuid-Afrikaanse Republiek or South African Republic. Adjutant Basson and that young man, Quinn.
Yeah.
The Boers were in need of fodder here for the animals. So Adjutant Basson said that his uncle is staying in the Marico on the Van Kwaggafontein. His uncle was Uncle Peter Snyman, because my name, Peter Snyman. So they left here in the afternoon, and at the night, as they approached the farmhouse, they spurred their horses and they shouted, hands up, hands up. And the old man in the farmhouse took his rifle and he took shots at them. He killed him instantly. He killed his horse. He killed his horse and he wounded young Quinn. Young Quinn recovered. So that is a tragic joke that backfired.
Yeah, don't play jokes. That's the moral.
It's wartime.
Yeah, you don't joke.
Captain von Losberg said in his memoirs that it was terrible to see the pain that old man had when he saw that he shot his sister's son.
Oh, that's it. That's his nephew.
No, Adjutant Basson is his sister's son.
Nephew.
Is his nephew. Yep. Okay, good. Your nephew, yeah, you say.
I wonder, could you hold that and I'll get the photo, please, Peet?
I can't see you, but...
That's okay, just point it at me, just hold it straight, that's perfect. Okay, thank you. And this will last a long time.
This will last long time. I will be gone, then this will still be.
Me too, I hope. Oh, that's fantastic, Pete. Well done.
Thank you. But this is the man who brought life to my life.
Yeah, thank goodness for Martin.
I want to tell you quickly something, and I'm glad he's here. He's a very modest man.
Yes, Martin.
And let me tell you this, and he's going to be angry with me now. But there was a time in my life, after my wife's death, when I was down on the ground, and he came, he picked me up.
That's what friend.
He brought me here. He gave me a house. He put my feet on a solid rock, and he gave me a future, and he gave me my humanity back.
And
So
now,
I honor him from that.
and now he is a slave. He must work.
Well,
And he's cheeky with me.
well, on behalf of Australia, I want to thank both of you for what you both do, because people need to know about this. So I will make it my mission to let some more people know.
Will you kindly take him also, let him stand there and me stand here, and tell all the people he's the villain and I'll be the good guy. Kom maar, dan sta je hier.
So these are the two men that have made this possible. Martin on your left. Now he owns the property and he's given Pete the task to look after and to research and to build the museum. And so Australians, you need to come out and thank these men. This is where our countrymen, their finest hour, their bravery, the Australian bravery was on display here just over 100 years ago. So thank both of you. Thank you, men.
God bless.
At ease. Okay, so there you are, Pete.
Okay.
Just get you to sign that.
We're very proud of our blue plaque as international award. We were awarded this about 2 years ago, and there are conditions attached to this. One of the conditions is you have to behave, otherwise they take it away. But we're very proud of this. Before I get to the model, I want to show you this. These are the original markers, grave markers.
New South Wales Bushman.
And there are some on the other side also, and I want to show you. And I'll tell you why they are here.
Wow.
There's some here, there are some here, there are some here. And there are 4 original headstones here that was carved out by the Australian soldiers on the 17th August, and here they are.
Look at that, guys.
I brought them here.
They're carved by the Australians.
Because of the vandalism.
Yeah.
This is the gravestone of Lieutenant Annat. We had his granddaughter, Pixie Annat, here. She was a member of the British Empire. We had her here, 1 year. And this was cut out on the 17th August with bayonets. So I put them here because of vandalism.
Good idea.
And I also put these markers because we start losing them.
Yeah.
Now, I'll get back to you now on this one. In the year 2000, we had the centenary year. The Australians came out and they brought this out and they brought this out. We have a monument over there in the veld and a monument in which these fit. But we said to the guys, we can't leave this on site.
No.
They will disappear.
Yeah.
This was made by Dr. Ron Bastian of Australia. It's a beautiful thing. We put it here, and when we get, if the Australians come and visit us, we'll put it up there, but we'll put a guard there.
Yes.
And bring it back here.
It's gorgeous. Wow. Goodness me.
This is a photograph immediately after the war, looking west, showing the dead animals outside the camp.
Look at them all. Bloody hell. Okay.
And this model we had made of the battlefield. There's some lights here. I'm going to put on some lights for you here. In the middle you can see the main road as it was. Rustenburg side, Zero side. There's the drift. You can see 2 buildings at the drift. That were the only 2 buildings There were 2 buildings here. And I'm going to light up the 2 buildings for you. One was the mill. There's the mill.
Yep.
That mill belongs to a German man, Mr. Glatter. On the other side of the river was a shop which belonged to a certain Mr. Volitaire.
Yeah.
Good.
There's the shop, guys, on the left.
The British camp, where's Colonel Hall? There is the British camp. There's the British main camp.
See the British
You
camp.
can still see the graves there. Eh?
Yeah.
That's the graves.
Wow. Yeah.
There's the Colonel Hall. Charles Owen Hall was in command, and he had under him a Major Tunbridge, which was an Australian guy. But there's the graves, and that is the British camp. You'll see that later on.
Who built this?
We had there's a guy in Pretoria who built this monument, but he died of COVID, unfortunately.
Sure.
And I took over his girlfriend, and she's my wife now.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, let me show you then, during the night, I'm going to show you, during the night of the 3rd, General de la Rey took up a position there.
He's over there, guys. Can you see De La Rey? He's got a blue light on the copy. And he's just to the...
General Lemmer took up a position to the north.
Oh, yeah.
Commandant Potgieter took up position in the Doringspruit. We'll see the Doringspruit now. That's behind us.
Yeah, I see the picture.
And then Commandant Peet Steenkamp took up positions in the Eland River and behind Boksburg.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press the British position and I'm going to press all the Boer positions.
Yes,
and you can see how surrounded they were.
Sure. We're in trouble.
And the next morning, like I said, all hell broke loose.
Yeah, they're in big
I
trouble.
want to tell you something about these markers. This marker. When the British left South Africa, the soldiers' graves had wooden crosses. Some of the more rich officers had marble. But there was a group of women who put these up, this way, and they were called the Guild of Loyal Women.
Oh.
So they had these crosses made, and they had all the scattered graves relocated. So that is a compliment for the ladies.
Wow.
The ladies looked after the British graves after the war, and they put up these. So these are valuable for me. I took it out there because we start losing them. They sell it cash for scrap.
Yes.
So we put in here. It's better to, so we at least, it will not end up in the scrapyard.
It's a shame.
So this is what the ladies put up.
Yeah.
There's some also, this is the Rhodesian guys. This guy is...
Photos here, are they Australians, maybe? With the feather.
That's Australian photo.
I've got the feather.
Yeah.
Slouch hat.
These are Rhodesians. This is a pom-pom. The Boers had a pom-pom also, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 37mm cannon.
Made a funny noise. Pop, pop, pop,
Yeah,
pop.
pom-pom, yes. It's a very dangerous weapon.
And is that the crop? Same as a crop?
That is, I don't know what this one is. I'm very honest with you.
And those guns, are they real?
They are real, but they've been sealed off and put lead in their barrels.
Right.
The top one is a Martini Henry,
Yeah.
and the other ones are the 303 Enfield standard issues. But as I said, those stuff we can't put on the battlefield, you will lose them.
Yes, of course. Wow.
So this is our Elands River room here.
Yes.
And that's it. We have here some stuff that we don't get. We get stuff that people give us.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that is the way we work. We don't get money from the government. We don't want any money from the government.
No. Beautiful big. That's like they have at Kedar Lodge. Same So,
Kedar, I think the guys at Kedar made this.
yeah, I'd like one of these for my bedroom. What are you talking about?
This one is very expensive. You get smaller one also.
Okay.
Do you know that apparatus up there?
Is that a heliograph?
Heliograph, yes.
Well, we haven't seen one, so let's have a close look. This is,
He's got two mirrors. The other mirror is in the box here at the bottom.
see the mirror?
And you can, with that one mirror, you have a limited direction of signal, but if you put the duplex on, you can signal any direction.
Oh, this is the book that I have.
Oh, yeah, Robert Wallace book.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Organ, piano. Is this a baby's bottle or is it a bomb?
No, that's an old bottle, yes.
A bottle. Right.
That's an old bottle.
Oh, look.
Captain Butters had a .45 machine gun there.
Wow.
And this is the .45.
Can I hold it, please?
Yeah, you may.
Look at that. I'm holding it, guys. I'm holding it. A machine gun.
Captain Butters machine gun.
Wow.
You can have it, but I don't know if you can get it through the
Customs.
airport. They will confiscate it.
Right. Maxim gun. Maxim is
And this is a standard British .303, .303 bullets.
Yeah.
The standard .303, and these are cartridges from the Mauser, the Boer Mausers.
Mauser. Does it have any marking at the bottom?
Lots and lots of markings. Deutsch Mauser 1896, 1898, 1895.
I can't see it, but it would have.
Yeah, all of them have. And that is the
That's the shell, guys.
from the pom-pom, the pom-pom that I told you about.
Can you imagine if it's white hot and it comes through your leg?
Now that's why the first day when they opened fire with these things, the guys ducked.
They're also firing.
Yeah, that's also pom-pom. That's all pieces of the pom-pom
Nuts and
shell.
bolts are firing at you. Yeah. I mean, if that went through you, good night, Vienna.
And that's why on the night of the 4th, they dug. And that's where when they got the name the digger.
Yeah.
This is also from Butterscopy, but that shell there is a live shell from the 75 group.
That's a big one.
Yeah, I can't open this. This is, I have to get the lock. But that is a live shell from a 75 group. It landed in front of my house. My house is just at the bottom. It landed in the soft ground. And some years ago when the farmer plowed,
Yes.
he unearthed that one.
And those tins, what are they? That's at the end of the...
That's the back of shells of the 75 millimeter shell. This is all 75 millimeter group. Captain Butters was under severe artillery fire. Lieutenant Zoets was very covered. He did not even dig in. But you will see today Captain Butters dug trenches.
Yeah. Wow, it's just incredible. Any buttons or any clothing?
Clothing rot through the years. These are also, this comes from Zoets' copy, Lieutenant Zoets' copy. This is stuff that we picked up there. So, but he did not dig in, as I said, he put on some rudimentary sconces, but he was not under real fire because he's protected by some copies from the Bain camp and from the Rhodesian cannons.
He's got a whole bucket of shells.
Yeah, I got this storeroom full of stuff. I'm not digging out anymore. We've got enough now.
15-pounder.
This is a 15-pounder Armstrong that De La Rey had here, that he took from the British at one stage. I call this relics of those restless years.
Oh, my God.
Then we have some stuff here. These are original letters written during the Boer War by Martin's great-grandfather from Mafeking. He was in Mafeking. But these, you can't handle, they don't tear, they break up.
They'll crumble.
They crumble.
Yeah. The grave of Ari Gerhardus Oberholzer on the farm Visserhoek.